What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What we're doing today, we're going to be replacing the grill on the F-150 here. Sadly, about a year ago, I'll say about a year ago, a turkey hawk literally went to the side of the road, kamikaze in front of the truck, hit the truck. He sadly went elsewhere that way. Let's just say that. There's two bumps. And sadly, broke our grill. Literally broke it pretty damn good. Like, honestly, when it first happened, I think I only saw two cracks. I'm assuming over time or whatever it is, this has gotten much worse. So it is time for a new grill. We got a new grill waiting inside for us. So let's go check it out. Let's go see what it is, and I think I'm pretty excited about it. All right, guys. So here's the grill we got. This is from a company called American Modified. They did supply us with it, so they reached out to say, hey, do you want to try out one of our grills and stuff? You know, we need somebody to do, try it out. And I said, yeah, hell yeah. Like I said, I got a freaking turkey hawk, turkey vulture that really sat in front of the grill, so it worked out perfect. Like I said, I looked at their company and stuff like that. It really seems like a really cool company. They started out with actually Mustangs and Jeeps. Mustangs hitting close to my heart a little bit, and I think now they're starting to reach out to F-150s. I say Jeeps. I said Jeeps already. Honda Civics, Teslas, and maybe a couple other things. I have a link down below. Just go check them out. I also have a code down below. If you type in Chojnacki, it's down below in the description. You get, I think it's like 12% off, so 100%. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, let's get this is a Raptor style mesh for the turn signal. So let's get it unboxed. Look at my knife. Don't mind the box how beat up it looks, because shipping companies just don't give about your products that you get shipped to your house. They just throw things around, so don't mind that. But let's get this thing going. Like I said, this does have turn signals on it, so instead of just it's gonna have like the Raptor style where it has like the 3 lights on top, I believe, or 4, and then it has like that mesh style, I believe. Now when I saw it, I was like, I fell in love with it. So nice and box. All that fall out. Alright. Bringing a little messy unboxing. Don't mind the grill in the room. I literally I was supposed to put it outside, but the fireplace, what do you call it? Yeah, I didn't make it outside yet, sadly. Too cold. But this is what we got in the box here. So we got some connections. Anything else in here? Got our instructions right there. So that's what we got in the box here. Which I don't know. Tuck the knife. Put the knife down here so that I cannot touch that girl. Got some connectors here, some lights. So we got some wiring. Of course, you gotta do some wiring because, like I said, you're gonna be connecting external wires. I'm assuming this is for the blinkers. I'm assuming this looks like for these guys. Looks like, yeah. So this looks like these for here. Pull it out. All right. Now that looks pretty damn nice. All right. So this is the grill here. Like I said, you got your turn signals here and here. You got your lights up here. Now I guess I'm gonna look at the directions. These possibly just look like replacements, I guess, for these, just in case they pop out, or yeah, I guess they're just replacements. That's pretty cool. They give you a lot of stuff, so if you have any issues in the future, at least they, one of these lights go out, you're not stuck out of butt. You gotta get a whole new grill, so they give you an extra connectors, which is pretty cool. Now, no, I don't think other company I've ever ordered a grill from ever gave me extra lights for my grills or anything. These are, like I said, blinkers. So let's get a look at the directions, see what we gotta do, what tools do we need. Everything else on here looks pretty simple. On the back side here, I'll show you guys the back. So like I said, you got 3 connectors here. Like I said, that's for this one here. And then the cool thing is I already have a Raptor style. I actually should already have this hooked up to my car because I have a Raptor style grill on it already. But I'll show you guys actually how to install this still, even if you don't have that on your truck yet. You got your blinkers here, which said that's made for here. Which, like I said, you're probably gonna have to splice into your blinkers circuit, which I'll show you guys that as well. And yeah, so far this looks pretty damn good. Let's take a look in the directions and let's see what we got going on there. All right, guys, so listen, so step one is just basically removing the grill, basically unbolting it from the truck itself. Step two is there's an arm bar that helps supports the grill, so we gotta remove that. And then after that, they tell you they want you to remove all the emblems and stuff like that. You know, the emblem that goes right there on the truck, which I think I have mine. I don't have mine on the truck right now. I think it's in the shed, so I have to make sure I can find that, or I'm gonna buy one or the other. Step four is just basically reinstalling the grill onto the truck itself. Step five is wiring it. Now I'll give you a quick demonstration of like how you're gonna wire this thing up. Where's the? All right. So you know, for your amber lights, so like the 3 lights on top of the grill over there. I don't know, hopefully the camera's hitting it. You know, the 3 lights up there. For example, these guys right here. You know, you plug them in to your 3 things. Then you connect it to your accessory wire, and you know, then those turn on, and then you black wire to negative. For your blinker wire here, so basically, you know, you got your black and red right there, which accessory wire / negative. Then you got your 2 yellow wires. There is 2 yellow wires in this. Basically, your connector goes to the right blinker. You're gonna take the right yellow wire. Was that right? I said left. So, right connector with right yellow wire. Right yellow wire will go to the right blinker circuit, which I'm gonna show you guys all this when we get to it. This one right here is gonna be your left one, and then your yellow wire on the left side, it's gonna go to your left blinker. So, self-explanatory there. And then after that, you clean it up, zip tie everything up, make it look nice and tight and neat, and you're good to go. So, we're gonna go out there right now, I'm gonna get that all set up, get a little tool set up, and we're gonna get this thing installed right now. All right, guys, so what we got going on here, we have the 6 nuts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 bolts right here. Now, I believe these are 10 millimeters. You have 10 millimeter, and this is deep socket. That's close. Right, so 10 millimeter, all 10 millimeters. So all you gotta do to do this is don't lose the nuts first of all. But, and like I said, so that's all disconnected there. Now I just gotta get the clips off, which I'm actually gonna move the tools out of the way more. So that way you get this thing off. You gotta just pull it out a little like this, and then pull it basically straight up. Gotta just massage it. Just a little massage. Just those little plastic clips. There we go. Okay, you kind of like bend out and then pull straight up. Now, you may break some of the clips like here did. These broke some of the clips, but yeah, you can't really do too much about that. Is that you can try to be gentle, like if you're replacing it, you know, just yank it off. You know, don't waste your time trying to keep something that's not even going to be there, you know, afterwards. As you can see, I do have the wires connected already for it, so I'm gonna show you guys how I connected these wires up. So that's one thing I don't know how to do, but I'll show you guys exactly what I did to do this, which I'm hoping this harness should work. All right, guys. So sadly, this is not going to be just a simple regular hex heads or anything like that. Ford decided to use Torx. So what we got going on here, we got some Torx, which if you know what Torx is, it's the star bits. These are the Torx. I'll give you the size in a second if I can. Let me guess, I'm missing the one size I need. Let me guess. Nope, I don't. Okay. It is a T. Let's see, what's this one? A T25. I'll try a T27, but that looks way too big. I'm not gonna try it. It looks way too big. That's the wrong size, anyways. So for what I can tell, it's a T25 to get these Torx off. All right, now I'll take off this bar. Now listen, I am missing some of these. I actually do gotta go buy more of them because I forgot all about this. You do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these bolts, I believe. To confirm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 of them. These are little screws. They are painting. I I think the only reason I didn't get any, I couldn't find them. But I'm just gonna go buy some bolts. You know, either, you know, I may just replace them all with the Phillips or something like that. But for right now, I only got 3 sadly, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But this is your horizontal bar. Make sure you know the orientation of how it goes on. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna be installing the new support bar here. Don't pinch your wires. Make sure your wires are out of the way. Put this on here. All right. Now you just gotta go get the drill thing. It's actually, now I just realized this actually is labeled. So there was an L right there. So for left, I don't know if this has an R probably. Yeah, R for right. So Ford doesn't leave you hanging, at least. Ford doesn't leave you hanging with trying to figure out which way it goes in. So left side, right side. Now I would actually use a regular drill, not an impact. I just don't have a star bit for my drill. So I definitely recommend using a drill actually. Gonna go to this side now. So put it down a little bit now. Just gonna put the rest in, and well, I only have one more, but you're gonna put in another 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4. I only got one sadly, so maybe today I'll go to the store. Actually, I'm gonna leave this one out maybe, and I'm gonna try to actually get a screw for this. So I'm gonna leave this out. You can actually, if you break, I think the reason I don't have them is because they if I'm not mistaken, I believe they actually broke when I was taking them out. They're rotted in and stuff. So that's the reason why I don't have them. Okay. All right, so sadly I'm not gonna be able to show you guys the third step, which I'm gonna go into the back to show you how you would actually do it if you had the factory. That's not factory, that's we bought that off eBay. So that's not factory, but this is the closest thing to factory. So what they want you to do, they want you to remove these 5 bolts here. So that'll pop off this horizontal bar. Now you'll do that to your old one as well. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Whew, I gotta sneeze. So you'll take off your other one, remove the Ford logo, put the Ford logo on here, bolt it onto this horizontal bar, and then put the horizontal bar back onto here, and re-screw in the 5 screws right here. So not a difficult thing to do. You may even be able to do it without moving the horizontal bar looking at this, because I'm assuming the bolts will go right there and there. I do have this Ford logo, but I think this is from another truck. I don't think this is this year Ford emblem. I already tried putting on there. It doesn't even fit in here. It's smaller, so definitely not the right one. I thought I saved the logo from the other one, but I think the other one we had was a lot thicker. So if I find it, I'll include it. I'm gonna look for it actually real quick too, just to see if I can. I'd love to put it on there, but I'm gonna have to order it, and I'll just post an update video on the bumper here. I keep saying bumper, grill. Jesus. Yeah. So after you do that, like I said, there's the directions right there. So if you want to read it, step 3: loosen 5 screws, remove the horizontal bar, remove the Ford label from the original car, and install it on the horizontal bar. Now, what I mean by that, I think they say remove this, put it on here. Finally, tighten the 5 screws again to install the horizontal bar, which put it back onto here, tighten the screws up, and you'll have a nice little thing right here. Now that those guys are all in, well, the 2 are in. I'm gonna go pick up some more when I drive the truck today, because we're gonna drive this truck tonight to test out everything on it. All right, so I'm gonna remove the headlights here, because we're gonna have to get into the blinker wires, which the blinker wires are of course down in behind the blinkers, of course. So we're gonna get these removed. 3 bolts on each side here. 3 bolts. Move that right there, and I believe they just pop out right after that. Can't remember exactly, but. All right, so according to this thing here I got here, the blue wire with the green stripe, which is right here, is your left blinker. And then on this side, according to my little chart here, yellow, violet, which is that one right there, is your blinker wire. So those are your blinker wires. Those are the ones you gotta splice those yellow wires into, which we'll get to in a second. We're gonna get the grill. We're gonna get the grill up in here first, and then we're gonna go into the wiring and everything. So before you can put the grill in, you're gonna have to remove these guys here. So these come right out one way or another. I forget how they. Now that I got that all in there, now we're gonna go over here. And honestly, I would definitely get your wires connected now. Do your wires now, because that's gonna fold in here nicely. It's gonna, you know, these are gonna be dangling, so definitely doing all at once. Definitely, I think to me is the easiest way to do this. So let's get going on this, get the thing all in here, and then we'll get into wiring and doing all that good stuff. That's how I got wire tie. I got wire tied closely to there so that I hold it close into here. Won't get in the way of anything. I believe that's how I had it on the other one. Like I said, this gets closer, that gives you a little extra space. And then this is probably gonna go around like that. And this is gonna come around like this and come out and go around right here. That's like a little closer there. See, so it goes oop and around that way. So that's how that is there. Let's get this thing on. Alright. So like I said, I have nothing clipped in fully yet. I'm just gonna push this up to make sure that my wire position's all good. So that all looks good up there. That all looks nicely done. We can organize that in a few. But yeah, so all that looks good. So I guess now we're gonna push it down, clamp it on, and screw those bolts in. And the 2 bolts there. Make sure you don't get this crimped up anywhere. Oh, yeah, that's how they go that way. So yeah, wire goes that way, wire goes that way. All right. So yeah, starting to get that up like that, and let's get it all bolted up, and we'll bring it down and get into wiring, like I said. Now that way you get these things in, you just literally just hit it. Just hit it into place. Helps if you hit right on top of the actual thing. So that fits nicely there, and the bolts will do the rest. All right. Always start your bolts off by hand. You don't want to strip these things out. I'm not sure if you can easily acquire them, and if you can't, then you're gonna make something up yourself, which is just not as easy as just having the stuff here and not messing up in the first place. So always start things by hand. You don't want to strip anything out and give yourself a headache. Don't ever give yourself a headache. There's enough headaches in life. One. All right, so we got that in there. Now we just got to get the wiring done. All right, so we got wire here, 2 yellow wires, which we're gonna spraggle out. It's a long ass wire. So you're gonna just separate the 2 wires, and then you're gonna figure out where you want the 2. I don't know if both connectors work. I'm assuming they're gonna be like, you know, one side goes to the other, one it's not universal. I don't know. I'll tell you guys in a second. So I got the 2 wires separated. Now I'm gonna figure out how they tied this up, which really tied up nicely. I will say they actually do put a lot of work into make sure this stuff is organized, and guys, I wish I still did those. They had those bolts, otherwise I would have used those. All right. So we're gonna see if this is universal or if it's, what do you call it? So that one goes there. And is it universal? To see if this one connects to it or not. Or did I just get lucky? Yep, they're universal. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess the way they have it designed, it's supposed to work either way. So I guess to start off, I guess you would probably just connect these guys here. Connect this up. Now, when you're doing electrical work, you should always turn off the battery. Always turn off the battery. It's always a smarter thing to do, because it just alleviates certain things that can happen. So, what we got going on for us now here, we're gonna be probably posting these wires up like this. Probably post them into this here, have them come down, come behind this thing somehow, and then one side, so yeah, so this side I'm gonna have this all hook up to this light, opposite of the way this looks here. So this is gonna be the same exact way we hook this side up here. It's gonna be the same way we're gonna hook up on this side over here, so up to the running lights here. So I'm gonna get this all up here. I'll put you guys on the stand. You guys can watch the time lapse of me putting it through and show you guys at least how I'm doing it at least. And then we'll jump into the wiring. All right, so I zip tied it all up there, had to come down through here. You can move these to make it a little easier. Pop out right here, come down underneath the air box here, come around. Similar to the other side over here, same thing. You remove these, it makes it easier. Come down, pop out right here, come on down, pop it right around here. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna zip tie this, just zip tie right to here, or zip tie just so that these wires stay like that. You know, just keep a little slack for movement, but should be fine there. And it's the same thing for the other side. Just figure out where I'm gonna zip tie that possibly and make that a little more organized. But other than that, this isn't too bad. And so I'm gonna pull some of that wire down to make that a little more cleaner. And yeah, so that looks pretty good so far. I may do something, I may stuff that up there. I'm not quite sure. Right now I'm gonna leave it there because it looks okay, but it looks like it may come out. So I probably am gonna push that up there. But other than that, let's get into the wiring part. I'm going to show you guys on the fresh side here so that we can at least get a fresh look at what the wires are going to look like. So for what I can tell here, these are our running lights right here. Now I'm going to do this a little differently than my father did on the other side. You always keep extra wire. Don't ever cut something close to a connector like this. All right, guys, so you're gonna see there's some marks. I tested this before just so I could at least give you guys accurate information, so that wouldn't be like a, you know, give you wrong information, So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna cut this yellow and yellow and blue wire on this running light. Cut that. We're gonna poop that there. Strip that there. Oh, knocked you guys out a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, turn it clockwise, don't go counterclockwise. It's always a good practice to have because when you do certain things, sometimes it does matter on, you know, how it's turning and stuff. Now, what I am going to use, I'm going to use a crimp connector. Now we need the red wire here. I'm going to splice these two together like this, so it's one wire, just one solid wire on one side. So put that through there like that. And like I said, this is where you twist it. It's kind of where, like I would say, that twist would actually matter in effect, because then if you were to twist it clockwise, it would actually not let it go. It would actually unwind it on you. So you always tell yourself, only go righty-tighty, and always just cut in that direction and stuff, and you know, not cut, splice in that direction and stuff. Then, yeah, what do you call it? So you take crimper, take the red, crimp it. Now, I mean, these are heat shrinks, so these will heat shrink to the thing. Yeah, that's the hard part. I'm trying to hold it in place while you try to do it. Okay. So usually I like to solder. I don't have any solder on me. I don't have my solder gun as well broke. So this is what I do when I don't have that stuff in. You know, just heat it. This is just honestly as good, sort of, not connection wise, but as of protection wise. All right, so that's all spliced together. Now, move on to the ground, and then we move on to our blinker. Now your ground's gonna hook up to this black and green one on the left side here, and then your blinker is gonna hook up to this blue and green, blue wire with a green stripe, and that's where the yellow wire is gonna get spliced into there. All right, so we got this all settled up. Now we're going to do real quick, because we always do this. We're going to test everything, make sure the lights are working, so that we have an issue, we at least know that it's right in this situation, right here in this spot, and also make sure we did it right. So that's without lights. All right, blinker's working. That's without the light on. You can kind of see like there, but we're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys that at nighttime too. So you're gonna see it at nighttime. Don't worry if you can't see it right now, because like I said, this is gonna be seen at nighttime. This area, we're gonna clean up my father's stuff here. We're gonna clean up this to make this actually a joint like I said I wanted to. It is connected way too close to the connector, which I don't like, but what are you gonna do, right? Now on this side over here, this is the yellow and blue wire is your positive, and this black and gray striped wire is going to be your negative. Just so you guys know, it's kind of a little self-explanatory, but just in case you don't know, you know now. All right, so let me take this out of here. All right, so we're looking for a yellow violet, which is right there. So we're gonna cut this guy right here and continue on. This is the blinker wire right here. We're gonna splice the yellow wire too. Now that all that is connected, we're gonna put this up. Put this back in here first of all. This goes which way? This way, alright. Put this back in. Alright, so yeah, this is what it looks like, the new grill looks like on the truck. Pretty damn simple, really robust looking material. It's not cheap feeling, it's sturdy, it's not cheap feeling. It goes together really nicely, nothing too many issues at all. You know, the hardest thing was just routing the wiring. That's the hardest part of this whole thing, just routing the wire down to the things. And yeah, so coming out pretty good to ignore that. That's how we bought the truck, so that's just the way that is. But other than that, this looks really robust, looks awesome. I'll show you guys what the blinkers look like. I'll put the 4-ways on just to show you guys both sides. So there's two sides, there's them blinking, so you can see them during the daytime, they are noticeable. Like I said, other lights don't come on. These lights won't come on until you turn the lights on, which I'll turn them on just to show you guys what it looks like at daytime. You know, at least give you guys a little comparison. So I'm gonna show you guys this. So this is what it looks like during the day when the lights are on. So as of right now, we're gonna switch over to the nighttime view. All right guys, so here's the bumper just by itself without the headlights, or without the fog lights, without that. I think it really came out really nice. This thing is pretty damn good quality stuff. I do gotta get some more bolts for it, stuff like that, because like I said, you know, I told you, I broke the other one, or I lost one. I forgot what happened to the original ones. I think they broke or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I think they stripped, or something happened. I forgot what happened. But yeah, so other than that, this thing came out together really well. This is pretty damn good, solid material. The wiring, all that was pretty damn simple. Like I said, you gotta just splice the wires in. Like I said, you can solder them, you can use the heat shrink that I used, you can use just butt connectors, you can just tape them all together and then it will work. But I don't recommend doing that, because I don't really recommend you just taping your wires together. You should properly seal them up from water and stuff like that. But yeah, so listen, if you guys enjoyed the grill, you want to get something like similar, you want to get this is the Raptor F150 Raptor style mesh DLR turf signal grill. Go check it out. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below to the website. You can use that link to get to it. You can use the code Chojnacki, which is the name of the channel. You can copy paste it down below. Use it in there. You'll get 12% off on the website, I believe. And so money off. Really good quality product. Company is really legit and really awesome. So I'm definitely gonna go check out more things, because they have stuff for your Mustang. They have things for Jeep, Honda Civics, Tesla, everything like that. So if you guys want to go check some of that stuff out, links down below. So other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative, helpful if you guys want to get started, do a grill like this and everything like that. So like I said, leave a like down below, comment what you guys think about the grill.